What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Filthy Report. My name is Jason Filthy Jones. I'm bringing you the dirtiest information with the cleanest style. What a fight. What a jam-packed fight. It was a great fight. Whittaker and Till kind of played out this kind of the way I thought it would be. A lot of aggression coming from Till, trying to push Robert Whittaker on his back foot to make a bad decision so he can get that left hand down there and put out Whittaker. But as it plays out, didn't kind of go out that way. You had a very aggressive Muay Thai fighter versus a very aggressive all-around MMA fighter. No disrespect to Till, but it's just Robert Whittaker's been in there for a very long time. He might be still kind of young, but he's actually a vet in the UFC. He's been doing it for a long time. He's still just breaking out there and still showing you why he's the former middleweight champion of the division. From the get-go of the first round, you had Till always trying to push him back towards that fence, keeping him out in the open space when he had the chance to, trying to get those kicks off and trying to land that left hand to put Whittaker out. But as you see, Whittaker started mixing it up. He got into a little bit of a trouble in the first round, getting hit by a huge elbow, kind of putting him out for a couple of seconds like a flash knockout, but he gained his composure and came back. In the second round, you see Whittaker going for it and trying to change up his levels and change up his variety of his strikes, throwing in a couple of different punches and kicks, able to give him the chance to get to the takedown and actually use his positioning to create space so he can land big shots, big punches on the ground and pound. And when he did let Till get back up, he would continuously land that calf kick. That calf kick played dividends in giving him all the opportunities he needed because it slowed down Till's movement where Till wasn't able to use his kicks and fire off as quickly as he wanted to. Later on, we find out after the post-fight that actually in about the first or second round, Till actually blew out his knee with one of those kicks to the knee that Robert Whittaker threw at him, which really hindered his movement, which slowed the pace of the fight. But you have to give it to Till. He stuck it out, he dug it out, showed his heart, showed that he belongs in the top of the division right now. I wouldn't remove him from I think he has a ranking of maybe 5th, maybe 6th. Wouldn't really remove him from there, but you can see that he actually deserves to be in those spots because he has phenomenal striking. Do not knock Till out. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Till is not that flash kind of fighter. He is actually a really, really good striker. It's just that he needs the timing to grow a little bit more, but don't take away from the Whittaker win. Now, where do we go from here? Not many places you can go. Would you want to see Whittaker in another title fight against Adesanya? I don't think Whittaker's really ready for that. I saw a couple of mistakes that he pushed. He did get a little bit aggressive. He got out of his comfort zone, but he did show how much of a more all-around fighter he is, that he does have a couple more tricks in his bag that he's going to start developing and showing people as he gets later on. Where I think I would like to see Whittaker go at this point, we still got Jack Hermanson, who's out there floating. Kevin Gastelum still out there floating. I know Kevin just lost. I would think you would probably want to see what's going to go down in the fight this weekend with Derek Brunson and Edward Shahbazian. Whoever wins that fight, I think we should get Whittaker against him. Till, let's see what happens with Jared Cannonier. Let's see what happens with any of the with Uriah Hall, Yoel Romero. A couple of fights out there in the middleweight division that keeps this division moving very quickly. But we can't go anywhere until we see how Adesanya and Palacasta goes. Now we're done talking about that middleweight fight. Let's move on to a fight that I could not come to you guys and not talk to you about. If you're not talking about Chimaev, he is an uncontrollable, aggressive, hard-pounding fighter that seems to be a wrecking ball coming to the welterweight division. Now, no offense to Rhys McKee. Rhys McKee is actually a phenomenal fighter coming out of the UK. And just letting you guys know, That was a very short notice fight for McKee. He normally fights at lightweight. He doesn't fight at welterweight. He just needed to get out of the Cage Warriors because there was nothing left for him to do there and move on to the UFC, so he took on this fight. Chimaev was not the fight for him. We're seeing that he is more like a Khabib. He has a very good striking arsenal like Whittaker. He's tough, gritty, hardcore, and I mean, he smashes everybody. That's what he's doing. He's coming in to smash everybody. Where do we go with him from here? I think there's no way but to put him at least into somebody that's in the top 15, maybe right there below the top 10. Give him somebody that's in the 11th, 12th, or 13th spot. Let's see how he does there, and then it's off to the races with him. Do I see him beating Usman? I need a little bit more timing. Most of his fights have been very quick. His first fight in the UFC was at middleweight on a very short notice fight. 10 days later, he comes in and wrecks the welterweight at, I mean, unbelievable. 43 strikes thrown 2-0. I don't even think that's a 10-8. I just think it's just a 10-7. Like, there's no way to rank this fighter right now. There's no way. He hasn't been tested, but I do see there are some people that can cause him problems, but we won't know until we find out. Let's put him up against somebody that you think can really test him. But keep your eyes out for him. He's a fighter that you're going to want to pay attention. All right, guys. I wouldn't be an MMA passionate person if I didn't talk about the Trinadlo and Herbert fight. Some of you guys might be casual fans. Some of you guys might be in-depth fans. But I think we all come across the board and agree that fight got stopped kind of late there. He took extra shots that he shouldn't have. I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not blaming Dan Hardy for stepping up and arguing about it. But it's always going to be a passionate thing, especially when you have two fighters that are commentators on the desk. You had Paul Felder and Dan Hardy. And watching this fight, we understand Herbert was winning the fight. He was pushing the pace, giving nothing but nonstop action. It was his debut. But understanding that Trinadlo is a vet and always has that power in his back pocket to throw. And Trinadlo threw a left hand that put Herbert out. Now, when you're looking at this fight, you see that Herbert's eyes are glazed over. You see his hands are in a position that looks like he's putting up the defense, but he's not reacting to anything. That fight should have been stopped right there. I understand why Herb didn't stop the fight. He was put in a very hard predicament. He's trying to give the fighter opportunity to try to come back and fight, but there was no way that Herbert was intelligently defending himself. And Trinadlo didn't want to throw those last couple of shots, but he was forced to because the ref didn't step in and call the fight. So in that point, Herbert took 3 to 4 heavy shots more to the head that literally broke my heart, and I can understand why Dan Hardy jumped up and was screaming for it to stop the fight. Listen, I'm not here to attack the refs. I'm not here to attack the commentators. I'm just here to give you guys a simple opinion and some simple advice. Fighters are fighters. Yes, we all understand that we are stepping in there to hurt somebody, and we're paid to hurt somebody. And we're very passionate about what we do. I say it that way because that's one of the things I used to want to do. I wanted to be an MMA fighter like that. But to understand, we still do have heart, and we're not there to kill somebody. As much as we throw that out there to sell fights like that, understand that one of those shots could have been a shot that completely changes the personality of that person. Listen, it was hard to watch, it was hard to handle, but we have to figure out a way to handle situations like this. The ref is in there to protect the fighter. I feel the fight should have been stopped right when he hit the floor. There's nothing we can do about it but move on. But props going out to Herbert, props going out to Trinadlo, and definitely the VIP for this fight to me would have to be Dan Hardy, because he did not step down or back off. He stood up, let people hear his voice and understand how much it hurt him. But just to give you guys a little bit of background, Herbert and Dan Hardy are actually really good friends. That is why he showed so much passion. Please understand, something has to be done about this. The refs have to be held accountable on certain things, and also the judges have to be handled out on some kind of... we have to figure out something about the judging, and there has to be something to be done about the late stoppages and the early stoppages. It's not going to be handled in this year. It might take a longer time. We'll see about it. The reason I'm cutting it a little bit short on the MMA style is because I wanted to give you guys a little bit background about me. You guys don't know what's going on with the Flithy Report channel, so let me give you a little bit of information about what's going to be going on, what you can come here and find. I'm a videographer, a photographer, an MMA passionate person. I'm passionate about comic books, anime, all kinds of stuff. My channel is literally going to be gauged to that. My travels, me talking about the up-and-coming comic books, me talking about up-and-coming anime that's hitting the scene. I'm talking in Japan and also in the United States. I'll also be always talking about MMA fights. I'm very passionate about MMA. Talking about different tech gear that I fall in love with, that help me with my photography and help me with my videography. So be on the lookout for that. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell, smash that thumbs up, give me all the love that you can. I will produce everything I can to give you the information that you're looking for. Hey, shoot me a couple of comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these videos. I'm here. I'm staying. I'm bringing it. It's the Flithy Report. I am Jason Filthy Jones, bringing you the dirtiest information with the cleanest style. Till next time, guys. Deuces.